Sweet.
So, no Razula, I take it?
He said he's coming. He might be a tiny bit late, I guess, but we'll start now that everyone's on.
Blue's still not in comms yet.
And Keegan said he'd be just a few minutes there.
Hello?
Hey, buddy.
Hello.
I turned on all the automatic sounds for Sirenscapes. Just let me know if it's too much shit going on.
It's way too much.
Okay.
It drowns out Steve, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, but you guys all have a million weird magic weapons that didn't program.
Yeah, don't worry about
We
it.
don't need weapons. Everything's over, right?
Hang on, let me just edit some shit here.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, can I use the necklace that I got, or do I need to like attune to it?
Okay, can you do your attack again, Dungar? Oh, you have to have the exact name. I tried to just put it axe so to cover all axes, but that doesn't work.
I wonder if there's like a wild card for it, maybe.
Hopefully.
Try axe with the asterisks after it.
Asterix.
Quiet you.
Blue's on yet?
Oh yeah, I'm on.
Okay, so let's start. So, last thing we had, we were attacking giant huts. You guys slayed the mighty nanny. Baby last thing, a giant ape busted through and pulled out a gem and defeated the hut.
I'm good at beating huts.
Yeah. So what do you want to do, Steve? Last thing we had is you grabbed a gem. It's in the party sheet.
All right, I'm looking around at figuring out what happened with me in the house.
Okay, so the house is still standing. Thankfully, it didn't fall on top of you.
Oh, thank God. I have actually been worried about that all week.
Yeah.
He has been, actually.
The hut is 15 feet on a side. It's 15 feet on a side and packed with old furniture, including a wooden cot, a wicker cabinet, a slender wardrobe, a wooden table, a stool, a barrel-topped wooden chest reinforced with brass bands, an iron tub stained with blood. In the middle of the room is a ghastly wooden crib with a small angelic child sitting in it. All the furnishings except for the crib are bolted to the floor.
Oh. I guess that makes sense with the moving house and all. So the small angelic child was not harmed when the house dropped?
It didn't drop, remember?
Oh, it's just standing like it was. I see.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Okay, cool. Is this small angelic child cooing or making noises?
No, it's just laying in the crib.
I feel like a child should be making more noises than that. I want to go up and kind of like with the end of my hammer kind of nudge the cradle, but like from a distance as much as possible.
Okay, when you hit it with your hammer, all of a sudden it flashes, and you could tell it's an illusion.
Oh. Looking around, do I see any reason that someone would put an illusion there? Just, I mean,
not to your knowledge.
Okay.
Does it have any resemblance to Strahd as a baby?
Yes, through your arcane studies in the library of the castle, you saw some pictures of Strahd and his family. It looks exactly like his crib and baby drawings of him.
Aww. Before he was evil. That's pretty cute. Is there, looking up, and I guess below it, if I can see it while it's shimmering, is there something that looks like that might be producing the illusion?
Nope.
Okay. Well, I am going to, knowing that there is no real baby in danger in this room, attempt to leave and gather the party. Keeping a close eye out as I'm making my way towards what I assume would be the stairs to upstairs, or am I on the ground floor?
There's just one floor.
Okay. So yeah, I'd like to start walking towards the door and getting the group together, because I think we need a magician.
Okay.
Dungar is initiated his prayer of healing. He's muttering stuff about, big bad witches and calling upon Martha Morduin to assist in healing our wounds from this battle.
I'm kind of like noticing he looks a little more smug than usual, this guy. I'm assuming he's crediting his god for what's happened here, but, I know the real truth.
Cool. You got it in. Nice.
And what has the gem been doing since I picked it up?
Oh, it's just throbbing greenly.
Sure, that's the gem?
Yep.
Okay.
Throbbing greenly.
It's listening to its iPod.
I was looking for Lou Ferrigno. Yeah, Adamar, there is a illusion in the middle of that room that looks like a baby. Could you take a look at that?
Sure.
So as you see the illusion, it starts to flicker at Amar, and with him telling you it's an illusion, you know right away it is one. And you can see its power slowly fading.
Can we investigate and search the room?
Yeah, just shout. I want to shout through the door. Also, there was a pool of blood somewhere in the room, in a tub, I think. You could check that out.
You guys see the map that I shared?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll do detect magic as a ritual on the room.
Okay, so you detect magic coming from inside the chest.
Can I see if there are any traps or anything on the chest?
Yeah, there's a glyph, you could tell. There's a glyph trap on it.
A what trap?
A glyph of warding.
Well,
So what do you want to do, Dungar?
I'm going to, let's see, Vox still pretty,
He's very pretty.
still kind of injured, so is Steve. Actually, we all do.
Yup.
I think I'm gonna burn my last spell slot of Cure Light on Vok.
That's probably good. I've got Cure Wounds, but it requires touch, and I think Vok has forbidden me from that.
I'd probably die if you actually used it.
Well, Adamar could use a long rest.
It does sound good, but we should make sure this place is totally safe first. I don't want to wake up to that witch again.
That stinking bog, I can't sleep here.
Well, this is a beautiful place of nature, sir.
Smells like dirty feet.
That's just Steve.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, that's just, I mean, things smell like that. It's part of the natural allure. I'm sorry it's not as soft and inviting as those rocks you like so much.
I've never known a rock to smell.
Aye. Except for
Well,
gold. It
I've
smells
never
good.
known one to be as beautiful as this swamp. That's a, well, no, okay. We both won this, I think.
Oh, you see the crows still flapping around in the cages and they're cawing.
We need to free the crows. Can I walk up to one of the crow cages?
Raven's not crow.
A raven.
But yeah.
Okay. And speaking with animals, why are you guys in this cage?
Ah, the old witch kept us here and ate us. Please let us out.
Oh my goodness! Immediately open the cage.
Okay. A crow hops out. He jumps on your head, gives you a little nuzzle on your ear, and flies off and says, "Thank you, thank you."
No, thank you. That was adorable. Is there a second cage? Are they looking jealous?
Yeah, there's two. There's one on each side of the door.
Both cages.
And they're all
open.
yelling, help us, kind paladin."
Of course. Cage opening for everyone.
Okay, so they all hop on over your head and shoulders, and they're all of them are nuzzling you. What is your name, great hero?
I do not have a name. We are a unit. We are the group of good doers. Tell your friends.
Good doers, thank you. One even hops on Vok and gives him a little nuzzle and flies off.
Don't do that.
We might be having Raven for dinner.
No.
Okay, Vok, what do you want to do?
I want to eat something and drink some ale. Been through a few fights without any ale. What am I supposed to do then?
Adamar will go search the hag.
So on baby Lagasa, you find her that she's just got old tattered robes on her. There's nothing of value on her.
Hey, Steve, why don't you go open the chest?
Ooh, there's a chest.
Yeah, in the hut.
I'll check out the chest. Is it safe? Did you look at it with your magic?
I did. You should be okay.
Okay. I want to walk up to the chest. Is
Okay.
the illusion, would I be like standing in the illusion at this
Yeah, the illusion's gone now. Now that you've hit it and know about it, like it doesn't work on you.
Okay, I'm still very cautious stepping on that tile. And yeah, I'm opening this very safe-looking chest.
Hey, hold on a second.
Yeah.
Too late.
Too late.
Pow! It zaps your hand.
Ow! That may have killed me.
And you take 11 damage.
That killed me.
So you go flying back on your butt, and you land on your back.
Oh.
Ow. We need a better mage.
Is the glyph still there, or did he use it up?
You used it up,
All right.
but roll initiative.
Ah, no.
It's only scary if the chest is also rolling initiative.
So out pops of the chest, a bunch of old undead hands come jumping out.
Good luck, guys.
Wonderful.
I'll just lay here bleeding out.
You're not dead. You still got 10 hit points left.
I took 11 damage. And I had 10 hit points at that point. I'd be dead.
Well then, stop talking.
Plit.
It's bad enough talking to you when you're alive, but to have to talk to you while you're dead's just not right.
My dying breath is, do good deeds in my name.
I'll
Sorry,
fire a hand.
you should still be an ape. The damage wouldn't hit you.
I told
Damage
him,
didn't hit me?
I told him he was still an ape.
Yeah, sorry. That hit your ape form. So you're still an ape.
Oh, I thought I was already back a human. Okay, well, I will move back to where I was.
Your polymorph lasts up to an hour, or as soon as Antomar turns it off.
Oh, sweet.
Dunbar, that's why it smells so bad here.
Oh.
That's one reason.
So wet ape.
I won't say that swamps smell like fresh fields of flowers. So I think I had 66 damage to me last I looked when I was a giant ape. And then plus that 11.
I don't think Razul is here, but he's on the combat tracker.
Okay, sure.
It's alright, we can use them as a damage sponge.
Razula, go check out that chest.
So Razula's still outside.
I'll pick them up and carry them forward. Charge!
Operation Razula Shield.
Barbarians don't need armor, we just need people wearing it for us.
Yeah, you know what? That seems to hold true.
Operation Meat Shield.
So, Giant Ape, you are up.
All right, I'm taking, because the thing knocked me back, I'm going to take us another step forward here. And I'm going to give my heartiest whack towards Clawing Hand 1.
So you got 2 fist attacks.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I do.
Wait a second, this seems like an alternate reality. Letting you whack the hand.
Yeah, I'm going to whack using both hands.
Okay. Which ones?
Left and right.
Those two there. Eye on the prize. That is beautiful.
So you squash 2 of the hands into a pulp, and they turn to dust because they were undead monsters.
Nice.
Do you want to move?
Yeah, I'm gonna step. Actually, no. Yes. Yep. If I stand there, am I like standing on a table?
They get an opportunity attack on you.
Oh, 2 wood. Yeah. All right. No, I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay. Dungar the Mighty is up.
Ah. Bloody hell. Alright, I'm gonna slide in here. And I will try to smash one. I shouldn't have bless still though. So 17. You could probably remove bless from us because it's probably since passed.
I have the effects thing on where you should be able to remove stuff too if you need to.
Oh, really? Is it done from the combat tracker?
Yeah. I've never done it as a player, so I don't know how it works.
Yeah, because me either. I know there's usually like on the DM one, there's the button thing you can click, but
Yeah.
there's maybe you right click or something you can remove effects. I'll try it next time. Okay, damage. Oh, yay.
It still killed it. Made handy work of that one.
Is that too loud?
No, you can adjust. You can adjust individually too from your own Discord.
Yep.
And then I will. Is there enough room to? Well, actually, I'll step out of the way for Vok so he can come in.
So the hand senses this ape, and he jumps on top of it.
Unhand me.
But as he's jumping, you bat him aside. Vok's turn.
That's me. Gonna go charging in after this stupid hand. Tired of these little things jumping out all over the place. This place is creepier than freaking nature paladin.
Hello.
So there's not enough room to wield your mighty axe inside these confined areas of the giant ape in your way.
Alright, I'm gonna roll with advantage from my star. Do I just hit advantage on it?
Yeah. So you slice the hand in half, and the fingers just wither. And
I'm here. Sorry.
A whiff of smoke. Hey, buddy.
Hello.
You died.
You did wicked good opening the chest, though.
Steve got you killed.
Hey guys, Fantasy Grounds is acting up. I'm going to log out and reboot.
Are you getting
Did you get that-
runtime error?
I got that same thing.
I'm wondering if it's the sound.
Did you guys update?
I definitely didn't even look for
Update.
it. Okay.
I'm not having any issues.
But you're super.
It's because you're the best.
It's because the game knows not to mess with Vok and it'll get an axe up its ass.
Let me go back and update it real quick.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a coffee while you guys all update.
I didn't see one, I don't think.
I had to check for update.
Yeah, mine didn't have an update.
Oh, great. Now it says username already in use when I'm logging in. At least Vok will be happy.
Why? What happened?
Maybe try to clear your clear cache, maybe. No
Did you-
updates.
Actually log out.
Let's see. What else it happens?
Alright, fingers crossed. Alright, I think it's working.
So, Atamar's up. Are you back inside? Okay, so Adamar, you looked inside.
Adamar's just going to sit down and chill.
Okay.
Where are we?
We're in Agatha's hut, and there was an illusion in the middle of the floor that was a baby, which turned out to look a lot like Strahd when he was a baby. And there was a chest, and our magician said it was safe, and it wasn't. And so I opened it, and then I got shocked, and it was dumb, and then a bunch of hands popped out. I got all handsy. I suffered a handsome defeat. And then also there's a bathtub of blood in one of the corners. And we
Wait a
still have
second.
looked in the chest.
I gotta be honest. What happened last week? Last time thing I remember was the house her hut was taking off. It was running away.
We killed it.
So we defeated the hag, and Adamar turned the paladin into a giant ape, and he opened up the house and stole the gem, and it stopped running around.
I had like 3 health when you turned me into an ape. That was a lifesaver, man.
I do remember the ape.
Yeah, and so the lady Agsta was a snake, and they killed her as that snake, and she died. And then I bust through the floor of the walking house and took a gem, and then the house became immobile. And now we're in the house.
Did that happen this week or last week?
Last week, but it was like the end of the game. I think you missed like the last hour or something.
Well, like I actually was here and like completely just like knocked out. Like I woke up there with like drool coming out of my mouth, you know, right there.
We've all done it.
That's what we were thinking.
I literally like woke up later with like everything open, obviously, and everyone gone, and going like, "What the hell?"
I thought you bit the bullet on account of you was drinking bullet, you said.
Yeah, well, it wasn't enough to get drunk. It was just enough to make me sleepy and like it was more tired.
That's like one beer for me, man.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I like that.
Would have missed it.
Oh, I said one beer made you tired, and then I'm like, have you tried meth?
Oh. I have
Actually, technically speaking, I have in that for a while my doctor had me on that, whatever that stuff. It's basically it's legalized meth for like dieting and stuff, like small dosage.
Adderall?
No. What was the diet pill they had for a while there?
Yeah, amphetamines?
What was like phenolin or
I'm not sure.
what was it? There was a diet pill they had for a while there that was like Fifi or whatever, something like it. It became illegal because it was killing people. And basically, the one he had me on was half of that. I didn't know all that until later. It messed me up bad. I became addicted to it and like could not function at work without it.
What's that movie? That Paradise Lost or whatever, where that old lady takes the diet pill and goes crazy?
Oh, this I went to the ER twice after a while from this, thinking I had a heart attack, and I was just having massive panic attacks from the stuff.
Oh, that's insane, man.
Yeah. So I just stopped taking all medication for a while just because I was like, I didn't know what was causing it. Phenolin or
Fentanyl?
phentermine. It was phentermine.
Racing?
Benadryl.
No, it was phentermine. But it's basically legalized low dosage meth for all intents and purposes.
I believe it. They make the not over the counter, but like prescription heroin basically for the recovery and stuff like that.
Wow. Oxycontin?
If I had any clue that it would have, I mean, the whole point of originally taking it was to just help me lose weight. I'd have never taken that thing if I would have known what it really was.
No, that's terrible.
Yeah, those diet pills, man, they're scary.
Well, so the only thing I can imagine, if that's that, I can only imagine what the true meth heads and crankheads go through.
Yeah. Okay, so we explained everything is now, Steve, you're right in front of the chest. What do you want to do?
I look back for Adamar to see if he looks like he's keeping a distance from the chest still.
So you don't see him as you look outside the hut.
I am wearily looking forward and opening the chest. But like with fingertips and from like a foot away.
Well, you find it full of all kinds of stuff. So obviously you get first pick in the party chat of everything.
Interesting. Is there a staff in there or something that looks like a mage could use? I want to break it.
Okay, I dumped everything inside that
son
party
of a-
sheet.
I'm going to use my mage hand to grab the stone of good luck.
You don't see what's inside.
And
Sure
of course,
I
I
do.
crashed.
Oh no. Wait, is there a Tome of Strahd in here, or is that just from our party sheet?
That was from the party sheet, I think.
Okay.
But the real question is that the real Thomas Strahd or a different one?
I think none of us should ask that question. Let's just let it be there. Interesting. Oh.
I love that oil.
Pipes of Haunting look so cool.
I'm gonna pretend I had that dream pastry last week, and that's what happened.
That's probably what it was. Is Leaf's treasure key in here, or is that also from the sheet?
Pardon?
That's pretty far up the list. It's probably old. I am going to... Can I take 2 things? Because I want the dolls.
Of course you do.
Look at them! They're so cool! Never seen anything like it. Such craftsmanship. Such care. Build a pair. But yeah, if nobody is opposed to it, I shout out, I'm going to take these 2 dolls and you guys can have, whatever else is in there.
Wait a second. There's a Sergi doll and a Tatiana doll.
Don't worry about that. They're just dolls. That's fine.
I mean, do they actually look like the people? Are these like voodoo dolls?
They're
I don't
dolls
know.
that look exactly like the people
They what?
that look like them.
I haven't
Yeah.
investigated them yet.
I don't think
Okay.
you mess
Are
with
you gonna grab something, Steve, before the other people come here? Because they're coming.
Yeah, I did. I kind of wanted to try to grab both the dolls, if I could.
Both dolls? The dolls, you already had them in your party sheet. You guys never got rid of them. They've been
Oh.
there since like the second day.
Oh.
Steve's free to have the dolls if he likes.
I'm going to grab the Stone of Good Luck and walk over to Adamar, because since I can't see him, I assume he's the furthest away from the chest. I'm going to hold it in his face. I'm gonna hand it to him. And then I'll take whatever's left over in the chest. If there is anything.
So there was the Oil of Sharpness, Pipes of Haunting, Scroll of Mass Cure Wounds, Scroll of Revivify, Sling Bullet, Stone of Good Luck, and Gemstones. And 1,300 gold.
Yeah. I just want to give the Good Luck Stone to Adamar. Because maybe it will help him be better at telling whether or not there's a simple rune on a thing.
My halberd would love the sharpening oil.
I'll take them scrolls.
I think Razula needs the mother's milk to stay awake.
I think it does the opposite of that, doesn't it?
Nah, typically mother's milk is a
Poppy.
Look at the
Heroin.
puppy.
it's a relaxant, but it's also used as a digestive aid. Nowadays, milk of magnesia.
I've heard of devil's milk. I think that's definitely puts you out. That's what they use for surgery.
Is this that giggling bush?
Okay, what do you guys want to do now that you looted the chest?
Investigate the bathtub of blood. Because I think it's weird we haven't looked at that yet.
So what do you do to it?
Now that music's playing, nothing. I am staring at it from a distance. Oh, I know what I'll do. So from back here...
That was just, I think that just picked up
Cure.
the cure, yeah.
I'm gonna check for its wild card. It shouldn't have done it for that.
Weird.
Because the only thing that triggers that sound is when it says heal, cure wounds.
Ah. Maybe it was revivify, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. So what are you doing to the blood?
Oh, okay. From this back corner here, I want to shout over to Vok so at least he has some warning and is ready to react if he needs to. Say, Vok, watch out. You might get some blood splashed on you here. Then I realize it probably wouldn't be something that would push him away from an object. But I still take the wooden skull that I have in my weapons, and I want to attempt to lob it into the 2-tile bathtub of blood.
Okay, so it's spinning through the air. Boom, skull splashes in the blood, and just a little bit pops up on Vok's thigh.
Does he giggle? I picture him giggling in that scenario.
In what scenario do I ever giggle?
You got a little blood splashed on you. I thought you'd be happy. But does Vok seem changed by the blood? What has splashed on him? Magically or otherwise?
Block the blood. Doesn't do nothing to him. He's already covered in his own blood.
Fair enough.
Can't really tell the two apart.
Well, guys, I don't want to dig through this. Would someone maybe give me a hand? Let's just push it over.
Why are we looking in the bathtub of blood?
I feel like it's a bad thing to just leave this unturned.
I think he's done something with it.
So what are you doing, Vok?
I did a strength check to push him into the bathtub.
I'm all the way in the other corner.
What I'm gonna do is save, Steve.
This is me
This
giggling.
is gonna be good. How am I saving?
A strength.
All right.
That was weird. The dice showed a 19 on my side.
Oh, you know what? Mine too. It's weird. And then I had a plus 30.
Okay. So he picks you up over his head and plops you into the bloody bath. So you feel rejuvenated with blood all over your body.
This feels great. I start like rubbing it into my face, and it's like, this is really nice. You know, I don't think I've had a bath since we got here.
Don't have to tell us.
I'm still an ape, though, right?
Yeah, you're still a big bloody ape.
Sweet.
You get out and all the blood's just dripping on you.
And I shake as hard as I can, like a dog would, to get as much of it around the room as possible.
Okay, you spray blood all over Vok yourself in the room.
And we're all splashing, having a good time, hanging out in some blood.
You programming that effect, Adamar?
No.
Is there anything else around the room we haven't looked at yet?
There is a cabinet and a table, I believe.
Let's look in the cabinet.
I see a barrel over there. Does that have ale in it?
You might be
Are
looking
we-
at the chest.
Is there a map that I'm not seeing? I see like a world map. I don't see like a local map.
Click on your
Double click on your
token.
guy.
I did.
Okay.
I double clicked on my token and my character and nothing pops up.
The right token in your sheet?
Oh, never mind. Yeah, it did. It was behind the other big map.
Heh. Done that too.
Okay. What do you want to do, Dungar?
Dungar has started. He's walking around just around the outside of this hut, and he's trying to say prayers and stuff and try to bless this area.
Okay, so off in the distance, you notice a old stone church and a stoned mansion that's kind of falling apart in the back behind.
Do I see any symbols on the church that I might recognize?
It's pretty foggy. You could see it's an empty shell of old stone church, north of which is a cemetery of leaning gray stones, enclosed by a disintegrating iron fence. Half of the cemetery is sunken into the mire.
Stone church. I think I found something, boys.
Did you say church?
Should we probably heal up before we investigate a new scary place?
Ooh, hey, I push him into the pool of blood.
Did it actually heal you?
I think so.
Didn't change in the party sheet.
Healed my 8th, I assume. Anyways, either way, it felt great. And I got an 18.
Okay.
Splish splash, Razula's taking a bath.
Okay, what do you guys want to do?
I pushed Razula into the bath of healing.
Okay, so Razula, you get pushed in, and boom, you're in the bloody. Now you're covered in blood too, so it seems to be some bonding experience.
Do I get healed?
No, you just feel wet and sticky.
I swear I thought that would heal you.
But Antomar notices along the tub there's ruins everywhere and other material objects, so they were using the blood and casting some sort of spell, it seemed like.
Are those happy runes or mean runes?
It seemed to be ruins of healing.
Oh.
But that sounds like blood magic.
Yeah, but you do not recognize the spell or how it works, but you recognize some of the runes.
Yeah, Razula, do you know anything about this bathtub with the weird writing on it?
Hold on.
It was destroyed.
Nope, I see it. It's sitting right there.
Oh.
It's on the map. I want that hover around.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I guess I missed.
Okay, so the hover around the skull has been crushed and broken apart by you guys and burnt. But there's still pieces of it.
I should take part of it as a memento. Take a tooth.
Leave my hover
Okay.
around alone. I'm gonna put it back together and drive it around Barovia.
It says chariot.
I love that
wheels,
image.
man. Leave my ride alone.
Does,
Put the tooth back down.
Do after I've been saying my prayers around this place, is it still emanating evil, or do I kind of feel?
No, you feel nothing but good in the hut now. You've
Okay.
been blessed by your god, and the evilness driven out.
All right, boys.
All right, boys. Let's torch it and leave.
No, this is a good place. This is a house of God now.
No, it's really not.
Let's do something about this bathtub, though. I'm actually worried about it.
Was there anything in the cabinet or on the study table desk thing?
If you want to get some rest, this place has been purged of its evil.
Long rest.
Oh, so you guys bed up for the night?
I'm not really happy about resting inside here, to be honest.
We'll blockade the door and do something about the giant hole in the floor. We'll move the bathtub over the giant hole in the floor.
Is there actually water outside?
Yeah, there's a river.
I'm gonna go out and clean this off me and
Okay,
figure out
so-
how I'm gonna get revenge.
So you guys want to walk through the fog and hop in the river, and you wash up. You don't want to rest all sticky, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. I'll accompany him.
Wouldn't be
Okay,
any
so you
different
wash
than any
your-
other night.
Big ape mitts in the water too.
Oh, is he still a monkey?
I think so. And ape.
Yeah.
How is he talking normally?
Oh shit, that's right.
Have you ever watched Planet of the Apes?
I was thinking more grape ape, but yeah.
We're very intelligent creatures.
I could choose to understand, but I don't.
Grape ape. Y'all aren't even old enough to remember grape ape, are you?
Oh yes.
I thought you were saying rebate.
I was more a fan of Miguel the Gorilla.
There we go.
I liked Pikachu. So we're all clean now. I think a long rest sounds good.
Okay, so you guys climb up the tree trunks back into the hut.
What became of the witch snake thing?
Dead.
I guess if something polymorphs, you can't really search it, can you?
She was Lagasa last we saw. And I
Okay.
think Adamar did search her.
Did she have anything on her?
She's had robes.
Old and wrinkly.
Hmm.
You talking about the lady or the robes?
Is there a difference?
Okay, you guys wake up to a foggy morning. You could barely see out the bottom of the hut. It's so foggy.
More than yesterday?
Way more.
I say we check out that stone church.
Okay.
Sure.
I look at the dolls. The
You
Sir
guys
Game
should clean up the party sheet. There should
Let me
be
drop
nothing in
the-
it. I'll spread the wealth to you guys too.
Give all of my gold to Vok.
Too late, it's in your hands.
Oh, fuck.
And that's a fortune of gold you guys have, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Can I distribute 470 gold pieces evenly amongst the group?
Yeah, just minus 470 from the chart, and I'll put it into the thing.
Got it. And did anyone take or want the pipes of haunting?
Negative.
Alright, I'm taking the pipes of haunting then.
You gotta take that green glowing gem too.
I'm taking 1 dream pastry.
I'll take any gemstones that are left.
Hey, there's 5 valuable gemstones. Why don't we each take 1?
Give mine to Vok. He's invested enough into this expedition as is. Deserves a little more return.
You realize a chaotic neutral barbarian cannot be bought, right?
Cannot be what?
Bought.
But
You might can be bribed a little while though.
I ain't trying to buy you. I just have no use for this, and you've expressed that you do have a need for it, and, you know, just trying to help out the lower economic group.
I have a tribe to lead and take care of. Of course I need money.
Sure, and you just need $1 for the bus. I get it, you know. Here, just take the gold, man.
What is a bus?
Carriage. And copper piece.
Vodka's too big for most carriages.
That's fair. I'm sure it's at least 2 copper piece to get you transported anywhere.
Clydesdale, maybe.
My
Okay, what
point
do you guys
being,
wanna
take the
do?
gold.
Going to the church.
Okay, so you guys walk up to the church. You notice that it's just a shell of its former self, and all the graves are sinking into the swamp.
Real quick on the big map, which is the church?
Assuming it's the far left. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I'm gonna I'm looking out front. Do I see any writing anywhere, or
It's all pretty much disappeared. Rotting coffins and some moldy bones are kind of being exposed as part of some of the burial plots.
Are there gravestones that are discernible?
The old bell is half immersed in the marsh of the collapsed steeple.
Are any of the graves like marked with names or anything?
Yeah, but time is and the weather has worn the names from the stones.
All right, let's check out the church.
I'm not seeing the church on the only map I've got up still us in the hut.
Did we detect any magic on the stones? Or am I sensing any evil?
Wait. Near the gravestones, that little square building, is that the church? Or is that big square wreck just beyond it like a church? That's the church.
That's
okay.
the church.
So what's to the southeast there, the big giant ruins?
That's you see a mansion to the southeast, and to the left you see a monument out in the middle of the swamp, just risen above it.
Gotcha. Well, let's go into this little church here.
Monument.
And we don't recognize the monument?
Well, you can't really
We're
see
not
much
there
through the
yet.
fog.
Oh, gotcha.
So I'm investigating the little church for anything.
You find nothing.
Are you sure it's a church? There's always something to find in a church.
Oh yeah, you were digging through the rotten marsh, and you found a dead rabbit.
See? Somebody buried their sweet pet rabbit here. This is a place of God.
I rub it all over their giant ape.
Whoa, not cool.
He's no longer an ape.
Even less cool.
Would
Well, even more so.
Would have ended with the long rest.
Hey, can Animar do a detect magic in the church and the graveyard?
You might want to, if you've got more than one of those, that's fine. But if you don't, I'd save that for the mansion.
You detect no magic.
It's a ritual. It's a ritual, so I can do it all day
Oh,
long.
okay. Well, cool then. Ritual away.
That's what she said.
So, A, do I detect evil? And B, does it feel like there is a godly presence in this church like I would expect in any church?
You detect no evil in the church, and you can detect some good here. Now that it's slowly starting to come back, it seems.
Okay. Guys, I feel good about this place.
Let's go check out that monument.
Yeah, okay. I will accompany Dungar to the monument.
Okay, so you guys slosh through the marsh on the way to the monument. Hidden by the fog and elevated a few feet above the surrounding marsh is a raised plot of land, barely 10 feet on a side, enclosed by a disintegrating iron fence. In the center of the plot is a life-size stone monument carved in the likeness of a kneeling peasant girl clutching a rose. Although her features are gray and weather-worn, she bears a striking resemblance to Irina Kolyana. Carved into the monument's base is an epitaph. The epitaph reads, Mariana, taken by the mists.
Oh, bloody hell.
It's so sad. She's holding a rose?
Yes, yes.
This must be super old then. Or, well, I mean, assuming these people don't know about roses, because there are no flowers in this land, from my understanding.
Have we seen flowers? We see the whatever his name, almost called him the Vampire Lestat, but didn't we see Strahd with a rose or something?
Yeah, you've seen some sickly flowers and other types around.
Okay.
I could have sworn like one night didn't he present Tatiana with one or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Was it a rose?
It was a bouquet of flowers.
Okay. Looking at her or at the statue, what direction is she facing?
Towards the center of the town.
So sort of angular towards like Agatha's hut?
Yeah, Agatha's hut and the mansion.
Okay.
I'm assuming that the statue of her and stuff is kind of worn down and kind of falling apart a little bit.
Yes, yes.
Okay. I start to cast mending and I start to repair the stone around her face and the flower.
Okay, chunks of stone slowly come up from the base, fly through the air and mending. And now the resemblance is breathtaking. It looks exactly like Irina. She is a beauty of unmet before.
Ah, much better.
Much better. Wait now. A beauty of like unmatched or whatever. We saw Tatiana and she's supposed to look just like her, so.
Yeah, unmet before her.
Yeah, okay.
Is there anything around, aside from what's just been mended, is there anything around the grave that looks fresher than just the grave itself? Or the epitaph, I mean?
No, there isn't.
Does it look like it may budge if we get 3 guys pushing it pretty hard?
Wait,
Oh,
wanna
no,
push
they-
over the
they don't
statue?
do that.
No, I don't want to push it over.
Aye.
No, I'm not saying push it over or break it or anything. I'm just saying I'm wondering if there's anything under it.
Wait, just make sure I didn't lose track. We're still in the graveyard, right?
No, we're at the monument.
Which monument?
It's to the southwest of the graveyard.
Oh, like way out in the middle of nowhere?
Yes.
Yeah, so bottom left of the map, to the left of that. Yeah.
I see that. All right. Get the arrow pointing away from it.
Yeah.
But I get it.
Well, do we want to do anything with this? I mean,
Aye, let her rest.
agreed.
Okay, what do you want to do, Dungar?
Dungar starts tromping through the marshiness towards the mansion area.
You're okay. So towards the south end of the village lies the remains of a mansion built on higher grounds. It has been reduced to a pile of stones and rotting timber. Empty arched windows stare at you. South of the ruin, an untamed garden runs rampant, surrounded by broken walls that are no longer able to contain it. East of the ruin, someone has erected a crude wooden fence, forming a circular yard in which several goats are penned. Surmounting the fence posts are human skulls.
So you said garden. Is the garden super close to the pen of goats?
Is those circle of stones, is that the garden, or is that just like actually a circle of stones?
That's the goat pen.
Goat pen.
The garden's the trees.
Okay, behind. I see. So if there's goats, someone must be here tending to them, right?
Aye.
Is there any part of this mansion that still has like a roof like structure? It looks like it's all open air.
Yeah, there's no roof left.
What if Lagatha was tending to the goats and now they're gonna die because they don't have food?
Let him go.
Yeah. But what if someone's here and they're using them for their living?
I look around the mansion, see what I see.
Oh, you see a trail coming from Baby Lagasa's hut up and from the goat pen and back.
He's probably using them for
Wait.
sacrifices.
How can the trail be there if her hut moved around and ran around? Just a second,
She probably had like a common planting spot.
I guess.
Trees don't like to travel, so I assume that they would, if they're traveling, they would tend to set towards, where they came from.
Well, you might want to do that ritual detect magic here too.
Yeah, am I detecting any evil from the pit? Or pen?
You detect no evil around the house. So what are you guys gonna do?
Adamar some detect magic.
Yeah, let's all search.
You detect no magic. As you approach the pen in the house, all of a sudden you see a form of a man start to materialize in front of you.
Hello! Are these your goats? They're very nice.
A ghost takes shape in the fog, assuming the form of a giant of a man, his features mutilated and his entrails hanging out like frayed ropes. Despite its intimidating presence, the apparition has a cringing light in its eyes. Why do you invade my home? Be gone, I beseech you.
What is your name, spirit?
My name is Ulrich. Laszlo Ulrich.
You tell us to leave, but then you say you beseech us. Which is it?
This is my home. Please.
Lorich, are you stuck here? Something holding you here?
Strahd has cursed me.
Well, what a coincidence. We're here to deal with all that, everything Strahd's doing. How can we help you?
I have been cursed. Strahd has taken my wife many, many years ago, Marina. And he says that it was me that made her disappear. And he searched for her and couldn't find her. And he slayed me and cursed me through all eternity to guard my house and look for my wife, Marina.
Was it you that made that beautiful epitaph of Marina in the field?
No, that was the villagers. She was loved by all, and Strahd had an undying love for her. It was unnatural, I say.
We agree, Lorich. Do you know any way or anything you can tell us to help us defeat Strahd and free you from this curse?
I know not. I must search for Marina. If I could find her, I'm sure I could be laid to rest.
Could you leave this area, or are you stuck here?
Unfortunately not. I'm bound to the mansion.
So then how can you look for your wife if you're bound to the mansion?
Thus the curse.
Thus the curse. I have not found her yet.
Well, yeah. After a few hundred years of looking in the same place, she's not gonna suddenly show up.
Well, let's not rule anything out. Would you allow us to search your place here? If not for Lorena, then for something that may help us defeat Strahd?
Yeah, search the weeds, but watch out. There's snakes inside there.
Are you attending the goats, or was Lagatha attending the goats?
Lagatha used the goats for her sick rituals.
We killed Lagatha.
Excellent. I always hid from her. She was an evil hag.
Terrible lady.
What could a spirit have to fear from her?
Her magic was immense. She easily could have damned me to the abyss.
Do you have any ideas where we may search for the last spot where your wife was?
She disappeared into the mist. That's all I know.
Around the castle?
Off into the swamp.
If you were to find her again, what would you do? If she were living?
I'm sure that it would give me peace and I could finally rest.
Where did Strahd attack you?
Right here in front of the mansion. He slayed me.
What did he use?
His sword. And then he sucked the blood out of my neck. As you can see, it's torn apart.
Did he... You may not know, but do you know if maybe he used any magic on you?
No, he did not.
Okay. Would you mind if I freed these goats, sir?
By all means.
I want to take my hammer and whack out one or two of the pegs as hard as I can.
Okay, they smash down. The goats look scared.
I want to coo and kind of like, come on, goats. It's okay. There's fresh grass somewhere.
You know they're all gonna get eaten by like the werewolves and things, right?
It's such is nature. That's the natural. But letting these guys stay here and starve to death, that's terrible. But, you know, the circle of life.
One of them would have made a good meal for us.
Ooh.
I like that circle of life.
We are higher on the food chain. I'm not... I look over to the ghost. Do you have the ability to physically manipulate objects in the real world?
Unfortunately, I do not. Or else I would have killed Lagasa in her sleep many years ago.
Understood.
Lorich, is there anything here, anything at all you can think of that would aid us against Strahd?
No, unfortunately not. What do you have to aid me? Have you seen my wife?
We've seen her monument, and I repaired her face. She looks quite beautiful, I must say, for a human.
We have seen a lady that Strahd thinks is her, but she's not her. But she does look like her.
She looks like my wife, Marina. Do you think that she's come back to life?
Well, okay, you're like one step off of becoming Strahd now. I think there was originally a girl, and then your Marina may have looked like her, and then our girl looked like her. I think Strahd's got a type.
It's not her. It's been many centuries, but I think Strahd is still obsessed with her. So any girl who looks like her.
It's her. It's definitely your wife. Absolutely 100%.
Oh, are you sure? Okay. Yeah, Vox, sure.
Oh, that brings me great joy. I've heard rumblings through the mist that she's been sighted a few times before, throughout the centuries. He walks up to you, Vok, and he puts a ghostly hand on you. Thank you so much. This brings me great peace and joy. And he slowly floats back down into the ground. And he says to you as he's going in the ground, avenge my wife, Vok.
You got it, dude.
I think Vok is now a licensed exorcist.
That wasn't exactly true, though. I mean, she can't be her.
No, Vok was sure.
She can't really be her, though. She would have aged by now.
Did you not hear Vok? He said he was sure.
So would have Strahd, but why hasn't he?
Why haven't I?
Maybe she's a vampire.
No, she was not a vampire.
He's only a vampire because he was cursed by a god. What's to say that this Marina, or whatever her name is, wasn't fallen to the same type of eternal curse?
To be lost forever, to never know who she was.
She had a childhood. She had a. Well, if she's reborn, then she's a descendant. Kids and grandchildren can look like the person. That doesn't mean they are the same person.
That's not a rebirth, though. A descendant that looks like someone up their family tree is not a rebirth.
I don't believe in reincarnation.
So Dengar and Steve roll religion checks.
You got it.
It all sounds crazy stuff to me.
I have a 0 modifier.
Says the soldier who doesn't wear his armor.
We have 2 religious guys with no positive modifiers to religion rolls.
So Steve, you could tell from your time here that it seems that when you die, your soul actually gets trapped in Barovia. And that's why some people appear to be born without a soul, and some people seem to be many centuries old, their soul.
Wait a second.
Right,
Right.
because
Minus 1 to religion. Wait, Block rolled a 0. Block rolled a 0.
Which is exactly what Vok should roll on religion every time.
Yeah.
Vok thinks it's a waste of time and it's irrelevant.
Which is why I told him.
Alright, well, why don't we check out the monuments to the east?
And I did, just adding on what Seya said, from what I understand, from what we talked about, it sounds like for a while now they've kind of been recycling souls. Because it doesn't sound like
I know what y'all are
new
talking
ones
about,
are being made here.
but my character doesn't buy it because he doesn't believe in any of this focus focus.
Gotcha. Okay, sorry. You were too good at acting, man.
Okay, Antamar, what do you want to do?
Edamar wants to go home.
We all do.
Why don't you wish on your luck stone?
Because I can't figure out how to make the effects work.
Let's go through the monuments to the east. We need to. We're trying to find something to help us against Strahd. Anything that can make us more powerful.
Right, so he said to search the trees, but watch out because there were snakes?
No, he didn't say to search the trees, he just said if you do, there's snakes.
Seems like he would have known if there was anything worthwhile back there.
I'm pretty sure he said check back there.
All right, you check. I'll keep my halberd ready.
It's my domain anyways.
Hey, don't we need to go get a 3rd gem?
I thought there were 2.
Do your check now, Antamar, please.
Wait, where is Tatiana at the church, or she was Strahd now, right?
She's just Strahd.
was going to say, we should have brought her down to see the ghost.
Did that work?
I didn't put the effect on me yet.
I thought I did for you. Yeah, it's on
Yeah,
you.
it's
It's
on
on
it
you
twice.
twice.
No, it didn't seem to work.
I'll look into it a bit more.
Eh?
I'm so unlucky. So, but seriously, aren't there 3 gems after we get snake bitten?
There, if I remember correctly, there were 3, but 2 had been stolen, right? Like they still had one there at the mill working.
Yeah, that's actually what I remember too.
Yeah, buddy, I gotta know.
There you go.
Okay, so sorry guys for that distraction. What do you want me to do now? What do you guys want to do?
So was there a gem already still at the place and we only needed to find 2? Or was there only 2? Or were there 3?
How many gems you guys got in your inventory?
We should have 2.
One of them is still in a tree.
Oh, that's right. One's in a tree.
So you found one. Where?
Found one in a tree, and we found one in the bottom of Baby Lusig's house.
And then I'm pretty sure the third one was still at the winery.
Unless the green glowing gem is not one of those gems. But I think someone said she took one, right? Maybe we should go back and search the bathtub again.
What was the stone you pulled out of the house that was causing him to walk around?
Green glowing gem.
Is that not it?
It says green glowing gem.
Could that not be it?
It could be. I guess the best way to find out would be to ask the innkeeper, right? Because he's the son of the winemaker. What color is the other one, Bach? Or no, it's in the tree, isn't it? Damn.
What are you asking me for?
I'm sorry, I confused you for a tree. In my culture, that is actually a compliment, so
Nobody cares about your culture, Paladin.
I cares about my culture. Some of us have to be
You
cultured.
don't care.
But seriously, I remember the other gem being red. Am I just remembering that because I assume all gems are red?
And you guys picked up the gems. I didn't.
I think we're gonna have to go back to town, guys. Well, at least to find out the mystery of what gems we have and what we need. There's still a overflowing garden that I'm definitely itching to look at.
Yeah, let's go ahead and look.
Yay! I want to practice the pipes of hunting while we're walking there.
So when you guys talked to Davian at the Wizard of Wines, you knew where 2 gems were. One was at Yaster Hill with the Druids, and one was at Burries, where you are now. And the third gem, he has no idea what happened to it. It was stolen 10 years ago.
That's right. 10 years ago.
Let's take a look at this garden and then check out the rest of this broken down town.
Yeah.
So are we not searching around here anymore?
So I said the garden. Check out the garden, then the rest of town.
So the garden is run wild. There's nude sculptures and thorny vines all over the place. You don't find really anything of valuable chopping through them.
We are not chopping through the garden.
Yeah, I'm not happy about the snake thing, so I'm holding back. I don't like
There's
snakes.
also, you guys find a cellar. So it's kind of caved in the house. So it's a mortar wall. So it's a tunnel going underground, and you can see water in the bottom of it.
Oh, what's in the cellar?
So you guys go inside, and you find 24 empty, rotten casks from the Wizard of Wine's winery. Each cask is labeled with Champagne de l'Estampe.
Are there any bottles or anything?
No, there's not.
It's a shame.
Use-
Can I light a candle, or I pass one out to each person and make sure we get a really good look at this room?
Yes, you can. Do an investigation check then. With advantage. So Dungar, you splot through the mud and kicking away everything. And all you find is crumbling rubble and old stagnant water and rotted casks.
Damn it. Makes me thirsty.
You.
It actually makes you too sad, actually.
Yeah.
And I wanted to just, with my nature, walk through the garden and see if I notice anything that's out of place or that seems weird. But I can wait till we go back out there.
No, you notice nothing.
Do I sense any good?
You sense a little bit more good now, slowly coming to the area.
But nothing like centralized that I could walk to.
Nothing centralized.
And nothing
This was
evil.
a place of immense evil just a day ago.
Oh. Alright, I take solace in that. And I just kind of... Oh yeah, I have a warhammer, I don't have scissors. Alright, never mind.
Who's Solace and where are you taking him?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I would, that's why I asked. Jeez. What's with this guy?
Okay, Rizula, what do you want to do?
What have we not searched?
You've searched everything now. You searched the cottages, the church, the monument, and the mansion.
And the goats look like they made it out of the pen safely?
Yeah, they're just walking around eating grass.
No.
Let's make our way back to town.
Hey, should we stop and talk to the Raven guy on the way back?
Not a bad idea.
The Raven guy?
Yeah, from across the river.
Oh, yeah.
I know this isn't exactly role playing, but I can't help but notice this map we're on has a big gray section to the southeast. Is there anything over there?
It's
Well,
just
that's where a
fog.
mural was standing within some stones.
Let's go check that out. Across the river.
Okay, I need an athletics check if you guys are gonna wade across the river.
Is it fast moving?
It's a river, they're pretty powerful. It's about 5 feet deep.
The narrow part to the back left of the castle, or the keep.
Yeah, is there a boat anywhere? Raft?
Nope.
I'm going to do a running long jump 16 feet across the narrow part. Oh!
So do you actually? It's pretty marshy where you jumped, so your feet dug in and you splopped down in the water.
Splop.
Can I use him as a ramp and jump? I'm gonna carry Adamar over with me. I'm gonna do a running long jump with Adamar. I'm gonna use Steve while he's laying on the ground. I'm gonna push off on his back.
Yeah. So you could use advantage. He's like a makeshift runway for you.
Yeah.
I want to aid by stiffening my body as much as possible.
Yeah, I think I'll do the same thing.
So yeah, you soar over.
How do you just click advantage?
Yes.
I'm hoping that like shoved Steve Carroll's face further into the marsh.
Yeah, he does. He's choking now on stagnant marsh.
What a lovely way to go, though.
I step on his head and cross as well.
Yeah, he targets your head specifically, and it gives him extra spring from the mud's pushing back up against your face.
And all the springs I got in there.
And you jump across the river and click your heels to get rid of some more mud on your face.
Har 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 har.
I've never felt so at one with nature.
All this nature all over my face.
Oh, I love it.
We just
All right.
pictured all over your face.
Let's make our way over to, what was it, a mural?
It was a lady. It was one of the raven ladies.
Can I just kind of wade across the river, just trying to get some of the mud off?
Oh yeah, you clean yourself up. You notice there's some nice trout in there, and that brings you joy.
I wave at them.
Okay, as you approach, Muriel fades from the fog and says, "You guys are alive. I watched the battle. It was amazing. Slaying the hag. Everyone's going to remember this." And then when you talk to Lolik and you brought peace to his soul, Vok, that was very kind and great of you.
Real quick, who is this? I'm not following.
I don't think
It's
you were here for that
Muriel
session.
of the Mardukov family.
But when did we meet her before?
Yeah, before.
When we
That's
got
what
to
we
the
were-
town.
Two sessions ago when you approached the town.
Yeah, I don't think you were here for that one, Nick.
No, I wasn't.
She's not quite a bird. She's not quite a lady. She's a bird lady.
My kind of lady.
Oh, is she like a raven?
That would
Yeah,
be
she's
why.
a weird raven.
How old is she? She kind of hot?
Yeah, she's very hot with nice bird-like features.
Oh, okay.
She's kind of peckish.
She's beautiful.
I greet her warmly.
How
are you, my lady?
Your muscles look so large. It's nice to see a real warrior.
I'm flexing behind him as hard as I can.
Well,
You're
this
flexing
wasn't for
inside
me.
of
I
the white now.
don't know how that fight with the witch would have gone, but I did my part.
Did you tell her about the part where you weren't wearing your armor until about halfway through the fight?
I was wearing it.
Hey, you're part raven. I used to be part ape.
Oh, nice. She says this circle of standing stones brings great power to druids.
Still
If you were
part
part
horse.
8, maybe it would help you. This is an ancient prayer site for druids.
He might be part ape, but I'm all Vok.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's true. Looking at the paladin or the druid circle, do I recognize anything here with nature?
Yeah, you see carved animals, bears, hawks, elks, goats, owls, panthers, ravens, and even the wolf.
Oh, it's beautiful here.
I asked her quite bluntly. I said, you appear to be kind of one with these birds we've been seeing. Can you tell us? I had thought they were spies for Strahd. Can you tell us the truth of these ravens that have been so intelligent?
These ravens are all good in Ravenloft here. There's many weird ravens such as myself. We've been watching you and helping you behind the scenes.
You can help me quite a bit more, milady.
Oh, you're making me blush.
You sure it's not me flexing? Flex more.
Fuck makes you
Ooh,
fart.
look at those muscles.
We're looking for things to help us fight Strahd. Can you direct us, you knowing and flying all through this area, where we should search?
What the fuck was that?
His Vox fart.
Oh.
Excuse my friend here. Do you know where there are a stolen powerful gem might be, or who might have it?
I've been looking for the gems for the Martikov family, and this is the only one that I've found. And obviously, Davin told you about this one to come here. But I have been searching for the third for many, many years, and no one knows exactly where it is.
Do you know more about when it was lost? I heard it was 10 years ago, but do you know during what or what may have been going on around then?
No, one night we had all 3 gems at the Wizard Wineries, and one night we woke up and it was gone. No signs of struggle or nothing.
And everyone was still there?
Yes, everyone was still there.
Hmm.
Whoever took it was immensely powerful and very sneaky.
Could one of the owners of the winery taken it and used it for themselves? Have they been showing any signs of power since then?
No. All the family is very tight together.
The innkeeper is the son of the winemaker,
Yes, he is.
but the winemaker's not dead, is he?
No, he's not.
Where is the winemaker?
Well, once you guys cleaned out all the tree monsters from the winery, and then you met him in the field and talked to him, he moved back in.
That's right. Oh, that was stupid. I'm sorry. He seemed like a nice guy.
Yes, he's a very kind man.
So you're not familiar with any events that may have happened 10 years ago, whether you think they're related or not? Maybe someone appearing that wasn't here before, or someone suddenly became more active the following few days?
No, unfortunately, I don't. Kind man of nature.
That's okay.
But I must be off. I thank you for your time and bringing peace to these lands. Hopefully you can bring peace to the whole land.
Wait,
And this
where should we go
eternal
now?
curse. I'm not sure, but we thank you for what you've done. And she flies off, and a couple more ravens take off from the stones and fly away with her.
I like that lady. She was nice.
Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me.
Vok, you were an excellent singer.
Screw you, dude.
Okay, what do you want to do, Dungar?
Dungar's sitting across the river from the other team because he doesn't want to go across water. He's just sitting on a stone over there. He seemed kind of like picking up little rocks and chucking them into the river.
Okay. Atomar?
I guess he suggests we head back to town.
You don't want to check out these ruins? Or the druid circle?
I thought we already did.
All right, well, yeah, we saw some. Yeah, I guess we did see some carvings. Some very pretty carving.
Okay, so you guys head down the road. You heading back to Valaki?
I guess.
Maps. What's the big map called?
Okay.
Ravenloft?
I can share it, Brovi. You
Okay.
guys could also level up.
Sweet.
Finally.
Oh, you probably have to level it twice, Razul.
Oh, hey.
You're level 6?
I think that Raven lady was good luck for me.
Yeah, you need to be level 8 now, Razul.
We have barely explored much of this map. Oh, wait a second. The area we were just in, there should be more visible on this map now. A lot more.
Hey, Seya, what's that little square on the main map down in the south part?
That's where they told you about the Amber Temple.
Yeah, because we had someone mark our map with some stuff.
All right, I've already forgotten how do I properly level myself?
So you drag the class
That's right.
and drop it on the character sheet. Okay, I'm gonna AFK here for a couple minutes as you guys level.
Do you just do like your main class, like fighter, or do you go like into your subclass?
Main class.
So I wouldn't do the soldier one, I would do the fighter one.
You just drag fighter over to your class level section on your character sheet.
Okay.
But make sure it's if there's multiple modules open that have, if you see like fighter multiple times, just make sure it's the one that has your subclass in it.
Hey, I got a whole bunch more hit points. Oh, I get ability score improvement too. Yeah. If you raise your con, is that retroactive to your hit points or only for future rolls for hit points?
Only for future.
Kind of figured.
No, I thought it was retroactive.
No, because you would have, I mean, you didn't have that con bonus up until that fourth level, or that, or whenever the ability score improvement was.
Not sure that's how I understood that.
All right, guys. I have a decision to make here.
I thought it's retroactive too.
My martial archetype.
Oh, cool.
I was gonna take originally champion because of the improved critical, but the great axe that I am using actually has a better critical than improved critical. So, do I stick with champion anyway, or do I maybe look at Eldritch Knight?
I found a Reddit that says on page 15 of the player's handbook that when you raise the Constitution, it's retroactive.
Then that's what I'm doing. Ooh, I didn't mean to roll it.
As though you had the new modifier from first level. Okay, there you go.
All right, so
Which
I
is
just
crazy,
raised
considering
I
you
just
would've had
raised
it.
my con from 15 to 16. What does that do for me hit point wise? How do I do that? Where do you need to do that?
Don't you just add your max then by level 8 2 more, so 16?
I can just manually go in there and change it from 70 to 86.
I think it would only be 8.
Go from +2 to +3, right?
Oh, I get you. Yeah, the modifier. Sorry.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. So I'd add 8.
Okay, and I'm going AFK here for like 20 minutes. So you have to level
Okay.
up. Night, dudes.
So, man,
Later.
Good night.
Good night, guys.
Has anybody got any suggestions on which? of
I've
these
got a
we should
new
do?
martial archetype feature myself. So what are you're going to do more than one archetype?
No, I mean, I have to pick which one, if I'm going to take Champion, Battle Master, or Eldritch Knight. The only reason to take Champion is for the improved critical, but the weapon I have gives me criticals at 18. So, and I'm not going to like continue down the path of fighter that much longer. So I don't know that it's because like the next skill I would get from Champion doesn't happen until my 7th level of fighter, and I'm not taking 7 levels of fighter. So that's pretty much a wasted.
I hear you.
So Battle Master gives me. Let's see.
I have a question. Where on your character sheet does it show your features again?
abilities. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah,
That's what I'm
abilities.
looking for, but like I don't see my last one.
What do you
Oh
mean?
yeah, dude, there it is. Yeah, I see.
Okay.
Never mind. Well, I had chosen one before and I couldn't remember which one for my feature.
See, if I go Eldritch Knight, I get Weapon Bond and Spellcasting abilities. Gives me 2 cantrips from the Wizard spell list. I don't know that I need to have spellcasting, but just trying to make the most of. So if I go Battle Master, I get Combat Superiority and Student of War, and that's all I'm going to get out of that.
Did you look at any of the Unearthed Arcana ones?
What are those?
Go to your modules tab. Just open up Unearthed. There's a few of them in there. I mean, I don't know if any of them make sense for you, but maybe Monster Hunter. Yeah, Monster Hunter might be kind of cool for you.
Oh, okay. Ooh, samurai. What's Monster Hunter give me? Bonus proficiencies.
The superiority die for attacking things might be kind of cool.
Is Fantasy Grounds accounting for my aura of warding?
What do you mean?
At 7th level, you and friendly creatures within 10 feet of you have resistance to damage from spells.
Probably not, based
Yeah.
on the last fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just something you have to kind of remember to tell him.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, it's not like a thing I cast or anything. I have it. Ancient magic lies so heavily upon you that it forms an eldritch ward. You and friendly creatures, blah, blah, blah. So, it's a feature, sorry. Also, you and friendly creatures within 10 feet of you can't be charmed while you are conscious.
Yeah, it's something you might want to.
Yeah, I need to. There's also an aura of protection. Whenever you or friendly creatures within 10 feet of you must make a saving throw, creature gains a bonus to the saving throw equal to your charisma modifier, which is 5.
You could probably just.
Or
create
no, it's
like
2. I'm sorry.
You could create like a text effect and just put it on your character so you see it like on the combat tracker to remind you.
So how do I choose a different? Because the specialization window's popped up and it only has the 3 choices on there. How would I?
Because you have to drag the fighter from the Unearthed Arcana.
Ooh, I already dragged from the other one.
You can click on the magnifying glass. You can delete that out, but you'll have to look on your chat sheet to see what it added. Like it probably already did your hit points. And if it gave you any features or anything like that, it'll just add them again, so you can just go and delete them out. Any duplicates.
Right. So if I just delete.
Trying to figure, I get to choose another combat superiority thing. There's a sweeping attack where I can actually, like, if we have multiple opponents, I can follow through and my first attack hits a second creature as well. That can be useful, like when we get a lot of multiples. But there's another one, rally, where actually it's like a healing thing. You rally someone and they get a superiority die of hit points. I'm thinking that might be more useful.
I say it didn't give me the option.
To delete it?
No, when I dragged the extra fighter level over, it didn't pop up.
Because it probably just did it as Fighter 1 for you.
It did.
Yeah, you may. You can probably just delete the. Yeah, it's gonna be messy because you'll have to
It's
drag.
gonna be really messy, yeah.
Because it's gonna add for every level of fighter. It's gonna, yeah. I mean, how far are you going fighter, like overall?
I just wanted to go 5 levels for the extra attack. So it would just be after this one 2 more levels.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you're not, you could just manually add in whatever you're getting instead of.
Okay.
You know. Instead of
Wait, how
dragging
many
it.
attacks do you have from the barbarian?
Well, since I see the reason why I'm losing one from Barbarian since I didn't stay all the way with Barbarian, which is why I got to take the couple extra levels in Fighter to pick up that extra attack.
How many levels are you in Barbarian?
5.
Well, I think you already have the extra attack then.
I have 1 extra attack, but you get multiple extra attacks.
I don't think those stack.
They do. I think if you stick all the way true with 20 levels of Barbarian or 20 levels of Fighter, you end up with like 3 extra attacks, right?
Yeah, they'll I mean, like you'll get like Barbarian get one at 5th, and then let's see. Do you get any more after that?
I think so. I know Fighter does. Pretty sure Barbarian gets another one like around, is it 11th or 13th or something like that?
5th. Okay, so 11th is Fighter. 20th.
Okay.
Barbarian.
Can someone explain to me again how reactions work?
It'll tell your ability will tell you if you get a reaction.
Well, that's what it's saying. It says
It's determined.
you can use a reaction and expend 1 superiority die. So my thing is like, so if I've already gone in the turn, I'm just trying to understand this, right? So I've done one of my combat superiority things or whatever, and this is something that happens after something hits me. Does that mean I can still use it whenever something hits me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you get like 1 reaction per round.
Yeah.
Does that sound right?
Yeah, if you've used your reaction like any time before in the round, and then you get hit later in the round, you couldn't use another reaction to do that.
Well, I'm not using a reaction to use my combat superiority. That's just what I use on my attack.
Right. You would specifically be like, saying I'm using my reaction for for something.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time here. There's a lot of good ones here. One, I can basically heal myself. One, I could sort of heal another party member, but not very well. Another one, I could just either hit like multiple targets, or I could roll my superiority dice and add it to my original throw to absolutely hit something. That might be useful with Strahd.
Yep, exactly, Ingvar.
Hey, my 2 cents. I did the Battlemaster fighter.
Yeah.
And I didn't make it to the level you are, but at the lower levels at least, the reduce the damage to yourself was very helpful reaction.
Yeah, the parry looks awfully useful, especially as often as I've been dying.
Good night, fellas.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
See you, Blues.
There's another one that looks like it'd be useful with Vought, and that is Commander's Strike. In which case, I can add one of my dice to anyone else's attack roll. So if you have the sword that actually hurts him, I can roll a superiority dice and give you a greater chance to hit with it.
Hey, real quick, Ice, how do the only thing I think I really need to readjust is my HP. I was at 69 before I added a level. And with all the ins and outs, I'm up to 96.
I think you were should be at 78.
78?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you and Rosula were the same.
I should have been slightly ahead of him because of my 5 levels of Barbarian. Barbarian gets more HP.
I have a question.
What's your
My con is 17.
Yeah, Rosilla, you're 18 right now, aren't you? Or no, you're
16.
16. Hmm.
So I should definitely have.
Oh,
more
you
than
would
78.
be
85.
I think so.
So it sounds right because it had me at 96, and I think it doubled up. So that'd be 27. So half of 27 should be like maybe 84.
When I originally did this character, he helped me roll it up or whatever. How do you add maneuvers? You can't drop and drag them.
You have to just probably manually create the effect. You can probably just look at some of the other ones and get an idea how he was making them. Should be able to click on the little magnifying glass to see the details on it.
All right, guys. I will catch you on Monday.
See you, man.
See you, dude.
Later.
I don't know whether I want to bump my ability scores or get another feat.
I was seriously stuck between getting 8th level paladin or 7 paladin, 1 bard. But I went 8th level paladin because I want the 9th level paladin ability.
There you go.
I can do plant growth then. And what's cool about that, like I can get somebody stuck, but I can also cause land to become, shit, where does it say that?
All
The
right,
land becomes super fertile for like a year.
So I actually have now deleted one of my abilities.
Oh, good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the, I just posted it in the chat. That's the spell I really want.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that a lot. But I can also use it to make any area become, in a 100-foot radius, centered onto that point, become thick and overgrown. And any creature moving through it must spend 4 feet of movement for every 1 foot it moves. But I can also exclude 1 or more areas of any size within the spell's area from being affected. So it's totally just it's a control spell. It's really cool.
This pisses me off. I have no idea about this programming stuff. I'm probably just need to wait until Seya can look at it.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to walk through it if I, without seeing it, but
Like, there's a maneuver tab, and then I've got several abilities on here. And every time I click and try and add one, it wants to add an additional action to a current existing ability. But I can't figure out how you add this entirely new ability.
okay, so at the bottom on the actions tab, there's the edit
Yeah.
list. Click that, right? And then you click on, right click on whatever the section is that you're doing. And click
Okay,
on
I see
create
now.
item.
All right.
18 con. So that put me to, let's see, 8 more hit points. Cool.
Yeah, I gotta bring up those auras to Seya next time. I need to remember to do that.
Actually, this might work out. It says you learn 2 additional maneuvers of your choice at 7th and 10th. Each time you learn new maneuvers, you can also replace one maneuver with a different one.
Yeah.
So I might want to delete that one because honestly, I had lunging attack and feigning attack, and they honestly are more or less the same thing for all intents and purposes. There's not much difference between using them. Did you say you had played the Battlemaster before?
I have not played Battlemaster.
Who was it? Was it someone who left?
I know Seya has. Or I'm pretty sure he said he has.